Oh, shit. Fix it.
What are the propaganda posters that are like just on the wall, like one of the assets that they're using that they made? Join us, Ancient Lethargic Team, Dark Magic Training, Fruit Friday.
Jesus Christ. Hello, Chaos.
It's a. Oh, you're streaming already?
Yeah, I told you I just started it.
Okay. I didn't hear
Christ
that part.
almighty.
Mm.
Need you to focus.
So.
Okay. Sorry, making sure everything's working. Looks like it's all good. Again, still new to these podcast things.
Podcast, yep.
Yes.
I mean, it's only our second one.
Oh, yeah. It's only my second one, which it was supposed to be one last week, but I canceled it due to issues.
I'm starting to think they should be every other week.
Should it be every other week?
Yeah. For the start up every other week, just so that we have more time to come up with like topics.
That would be true, because it did actually give me time to find some stuff online that we are actually going to talk about in today's
Cool.
Today's little podcast. So,
all right.
Again, hello, welcome to the Spirit Box Gaming Podcast. I am the host of the podcast, Sprite the Ghost. I am with Aura today. Sniper was
the co-host.
Yeah, the co-host. Fortunately, our other co-host was not able to make it today. So, yeah, Sniper's missing. Anyway, so today's topics, we are going to go on about some stuff that feel like it needs to be said.
So like our starting topic, rather.
Our starting topic is the issues that people have with gaming, as in content, as in in-game content for a game. Yes, one of the big things that are out there as of currently, because or if you don't know, a lot of people have been saying Battlefield has barely any content. Borderlands 4 is missing a lot of content.
Borderlands 4, I will say, does kind of feel like it's missing some content.
It is, but
it's an open world now.
It's an open world now, but
all the content is available from the start.
Yeah, but the thing, what they're complaining about is it not having content is basically like they want the content, they want it to come out fresh and like, you know, working, right? They want that, but they want it to come out so fast. Like people, and I found this on a TikTok of somebody that I follow, and everything, and he said gamers cannot go a month without a content update.
Yeah,
they can't go a month, and this falls in with all games. That's not just Borderlands, like Battlefield, Call of Duty.
I would definitely say are like
current games don't get
but
current games, even Monster Hunter, like Monster Hunter, Pokemon, fucking
Destiny is
Destiny.
That it killed the game.
Yeah,
Warframe honestly, thankfully, doesn't have as much of a problem with that. People are very patient.
Oh yeah.
But that's because again, the community was very gardened to be patient and understanding. Yeah. I just looked in my closet. I forgot I had 2 things of cookies, 2 packs of cookies in my closet.
You got fucking cookies in your closet?
I completely forgot about that.
A special guest on the podcast today is Aura's Closet Cookies. Anyway,
No, I just looked up and completely forgot. But
yeah. Anyway, so my main issue is the whole thing of there's no content in the game. And whenever there's no content in the game, people are declaring that that game
the game
is
is dead.
dead. It's not
It's
dead.
not true.
No. The
It is
content
growing.
is there. It's in front of you. You are and the thing is why people don't have the content that they like is because they play the content too fast.
Exactly.
And I'm gonna bring this up, Aura, because you know how you complained to me with Borderlands 4, like, why haven't you got a level 50 character yet? Because I wanted to take my
Because you're just taking
time.
it slower. Yeah.
Exactly.
Well, the main thing is just because it's not that you take it slower. It's that I was just. I think what it was is I was just doing more of the side content, which
Mm-hmm.
got me more experience faster.
Yeah.
Like I was doing all the collectibles and stuff, so that's why I leveled up faster than you.
Yeah.
Because you weren't focused on collectibles, you were more focused on the main story and then some side missions here
Mm-hmm.
and there.
Yeah.
Whereas I was like collectible.
And I still was able to find some secrets, not all, but some.
Yeah.
Which I'm still wanting to go through Borderlands 4, but right now I'm giving it a break and playing Borderlands 2 again with the Exodus mod, which revamps Borderlands 2 and adds in some new weapons and gear.
A lot of fucking new.
Oh yeah, and that's not just base Borderlands. That's like the DLCs also, which I'm gonna play
Yeah,
in
like,
order of release.
Yeah, which what I did, and I'm very happy I did.
Yeah.
In, when I played through Borderlands.
Yeah.
4 or 2.
Yeah. So, and since we're on the topic of that content coming out, and this is what I'm gonna say. So, content for current games as of today coming out slower than usual. Yes, it is. But you also got to think about this. We're not back then of the days of Borderlands 2, Left 4 Dead, Battlefield 3, Pokemon Diamond and Pearl, or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It like
Well, Diamond and Pearl was a bad example because it had no post game content. That was one of the big issues.
Oh
It
no.
was Platinum fixed.
Oh yeah, which
And they
Platinum
decided to
which
ruin it again when
yeah,
they came
which Platinum did fix. I'll give them that. But at the same time, it's like why are you worrying about that? The main thing is a lot of the people in the gaming community are asking for performance over content. And then they listen. Like the game studios listen. So they
But
start
then
listening.
Following that, then the players are immediately like, "Well, where's this content?" It's like the game is having performance issues. We're gonna fix it before we roll out content that won't work.
Exactly.
It's like, but bring it out, but do it faster. It's like, do you understand? Especially with modern gaming, how much higher graphics and more content there is and stuff.
We are modernizing gaming as it is, and it's
where most
like
AAA games are like 30 gigabytes.
Yeah, most AAA games are 30 or more gigs.
Or more.
Yeah,
Just
30.
an average, like 30.
Yeah, like an average.
The more high
minimum
games are usually like 100 gigabytes.
Yeah. But it's like graphics are a big thing now. But I think what the main issue of it is, and I'm not saying this is the big main issue, but one of the main issues is that gamers are trying to run the game at impossible settings. That they're running it, they want it to run at 4K Ultra with smooth 60 FPS to the point where their PC.
No, not even 60, 120 probably.
Oh yeah, 120. Yeah, even 120. But it's like to the point.
Need that much.
Yeah, it's to the point that your PC is literally burning up. It is screaming.
You're basically forcing your PC to unreasonable expectations. Whereas, and using my setup as a perfect example, I have a 1660 Super.
Yeah.
But But because I don't care, I just want to enjoy the game for the game.
Mm-hmm.
Because if I wanted to, I wanted like the no top graphics, I would watch a movie, and I don't watch movies much, so.
And you don't, which
Yeah, but if
I
I'm
still
playing the
gotta
game,
I,
I'm
s- I
there for the
still
gameplay.
I still gotta ask you a question later.
All right, but
So-
if I'm there for the, if I'm playing a game, I'm playing the game for the gameplay.
Exactly.
Or,
And I mean, a
like,
lot of people
the
are
story.
like,
But hold on. So I run higher end games because I have a 4K monitor. Unfortunately, it was just what I could afford at the time.
and before
Like,
anybody
like,
and before anybody listening to the podcast or here live in the podcast, no, he does not run it at 4K. His
I
six.
actually actively. It's
He
4K monitor,
actively
but
turn
I
it.
turn if a game doesn't run. If a
Mhm.
game like lags or has frame drops, I will turn the game resolution down to 2560 by
1440.
No, not 1440.
1080?
No. Oh, no, 1440, yeah.
Yeah.
2560 by 1440.
Which is the
Because
sweet spot.
It is the sweet spot. And doing that may cause games to run a lot smoother. But sometimes, like Borderlands 4 or Monster Hunter Wilds,
Mm-hmm.
that's still not enough. So I have to lower the settings, and my 1660 Super can run those games with zero problems.
Mm-hmm.
Minus a few like frame drops if there's like too much stuff to render on screen. But like I was running Borderlands 4 on release on a 1660 Super.
Which
Almost
Randy
flawless.
Pitchford said it should not be able to,
Yeah, and
but
I
it
was
did.
worried.
And
I
this
was considering getting
and
a
this
new
and this
graphics
brings
card
up
for
an
that,
and this
but I
brings
didn't
up
have
another this brings up another talking point as we're getting off of the whole thing of people
not enough content.
not enough content. Is that
Yeah.
I'm going, and this is going to just be a short one of the first topic because I've got a lot of stuff I want to talk about. The content for the game is there. DLC content, other content, in-game content. Think back to when Borderlands 2 first started. There was not a lot of content in that game. I could be wrong about that. So don't quote me on that. But it took time for the DLCs to come out, but that was a simpler time back then. Nobody worried about high-end graphics. Everybody played games for what they were. Everybody played games for the game. They played it for the game. Now, Borderlands 2 is still filled with a bunch of bugs and a bunch of glitches. It's still funny as shit. Gearbox didn't care to mainly update it or fix it, but it's like they did. But shit still happens. It's the way the game was. To the other topic I was gonna speak about whenever you said something about the graphics cards, that I was talking to some people about this. You do not, and I mean do not, need a high-end graphics card to run a game.
Yeah.
Most games now are still pretty easy to run. They're still down in the GTX 9060 range or the 1080s or something.
Yeah, the 60s.
Like games are just now, for minimal recommendation actually, Aura, if you've paid attention, games are just now getting to the 20 series cards.
I know.
Like, you got to think about this. We're at the 50 series and the 9800
But
XT
the minimum
for
requirements are only just now reaching the 20.
the minimum.
series.
Yeah, the minimum requirements are just now reaching 20 series, and I mean that's good because if you have a 30 series or a 40 series, you're good.
Generation.
You're good for a whole
Like
whole
another
lot more.
decade.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, definitely like another 10 years at least.
Oh yeah. At least another 10 years or so.
Yeah.
And while that's going on, and while that's going on, some news in the PC gaming world of just PC parts in general. I have recently, and me and Aura have talked about this before. We have caught wind that Nvidia and some other GPU companies have receded from their deal with AI programs such as
Actually,
OpenAI and
not
ChatGPT.
entirely.
Not entirely,
No,
but
the thing
they're
is,
going bankrupt. That's the
they
thing.
are losing hope in AI. So the AI bubble will probably pop by the end of this year.
Oh yeah,
Meaning that
but
pricing
GPU prices are
oh,
going up, and it's
yeah,
sad
because of AI.
because of AI. But
But good news,
mhm.
well, potential good news. Apparently, there's a Chinese market that might be allowed to be trading with the North America with RAM and stuff, with cheaper chips, cheaper all this stuff.
That's good.
So yeah, that might be a plus.
Well, I say that's
However,
good very hesitantly because we don't know if it will meet the standards for PC gamers. But it may.
well, the point is it will, but yeah.
The
No,
point is it will
AI is just
it will be
AI is
for
awful. This will offset. It could offset some of that.
yeah, it could offset some of it. Now, it was predicted near 2027 the market was going to go back down again. Now people are predicting that it won't be until 2028 when the market goes back down because GPU prices are starting to go up now.
Yeah.
And if you are thinking about purchasing a PC or building one, for the love of God, just go with a pre-built.
Yeah, like I went for a pre-built. Thankfully, it was on
just go with a pre-built because right now the pre-built gaming market is actually pretty good because what's in that PC for what you pay is actually what the PC is like what it's worth. Like you get your worth out of it, maybe even more.
I spent about $2,000 total on both my computer and my monitor. My computer being like $1,600, my monitor being like $400.
I spent a
300, 1,700 Canadian.
I spent a whole lot more than that.
I know.
Probably.
But here's the thing: this was a pre-built at Best Buy on sale, and the reason it was on sale was probably because of the 6060 Super.
Oh yeah.
So it had a lower end graphics card.
Yeah.
But it works just great.
lower end graphics card, but it works just as fine.
It works honestly better than I could have hoped. Like it runs almost any game I boot up, I can run. I just have to tinker with the settings quite a bit.
Yes.
And Sprite knows this, that oftentimes I'm just standing there in games, causing everyone else to wait while I be like, hold on, my graphics. It's too dark, hold on.
Like the man hates it whenever it's too dark, but then he hates it whenever it's too light, and I'm like, pick a lane, buddy.
It's because like I turn up my brightness so I can, because here's the thing a lot of games have issues with. Lighting and contrast. Why the fuck is like the darkness in your game just pitch black? Why? And turning up the brightness doesn't increase that because the color of the darkness of the shadow is just black. Like, Destiny was a big issue with this. Destiny was dark as fuck. So I would get, like, turned around all the time.
Yeah, it's horrible, but and I feel bad for you. I genuinely do, because it's either too dark or too light, or too dark or too light,
or blinding.
Yeah. Jesus Christ, I really don't want to get into this because this pissed me off the other day. So, Battlefield. Battlefield is one of the games that got complained about that it didn't have content. That's going back to the first one. The first thing that we talked about. But, Battlefield. If you know what a blueberry is, It's your other
Oh, God.
teammates.
Did you get fucked over earlier?
I didn't get fucked over. Not earlier. This was not last night. This was Sunday. I think Sunday night going into Monday night, or not Monday night. Maybe Monday morning, or it might have been Monday going into Tuesday. I was playing the game, trying to get the pass finished so I can get this one for free. I wouldn't have to spend $5 getting Battlefield coins, right?
Yeah.
And the some guy, I don't remember his name, and Buddy has room to talk because he was lower on the scoreboard than I was. So I was playing Conquest, my favorite mode. I love Conquest. That's one of the only
Yep.
that's one of the only modes I will ever play. I will play Breakthrough, but Breakthrough is hectic. And sometimes your team doesn't push very hard whenever you're attacking. Or defend very hard either.
Yeah.
So we had a match and we were losing pretty hard. This guy kept saying in the chat, somebody get on flag. Somebody get on flag. And I'm like, what point are you wanting us to get? And he said,
Yeah,
the flag.
Communicate in a team game.
Yeah. It's like, the flag. I'm like, what flag? There's no flag. There's an objective. Which one do you want? Charlie, Bravo, or Delta? Because we ain't getting Echo. Not yet, at least. So, in a sense, he was not being communicative.
Yeah.
He was lower on the scoreboard than me, so again, guy has room to talk. And I was a recon. That's my main class.
Yeah.
And
see, if you're lower on scoreboard than me, you really are doing bad.
you really are. You really don't have room to talk.
Spike it touch me. I'm not good at when it comes to the combat side.
No. This man is not good at PvP.
I have dog shit aim.
Oh yeah, he's dog shit aim, but for the love of God, he's a great support.
Yeah, I'm good at like strategizing and stuff like that.
Oh yeah.
I'm just bad at the combat part.
Oh yeah. Which, I mean, you did get better in 2042. Slowly. Slowly but surely you'll get there. But the whole team was made up of assault engineers, support, and 3 recons. Me being one of those 3 recons. So he was going on and on and on about I should be on assault. Because recon is useless.
Way better as a recon.
Yeah. He called recon useless, as in recon just needs to not exist. And I'm like, recon has been here since the beginning. It's reconnaissance. That's what they're doing. They're taking
took one too many bullets to the sniper shots to the head.
Yeah, well, they pretty much blamed me and 2 other recons. Majority of the time, it's not just the recons. And here's the thing. They were blaming us for causing the team to lose. I want you to think about that. Blaming a recon for being a recon.
Reconnaissance?
Yeah. I was sniping engineers from the sides of tanks and trying to keep their enemy engineers from repairing their tanks so our engines could take them out. No single engineer, and here's the thing, the guy was an engineer, was taking out that tank. So that tank spotted me, killed me. I changed my spots, and it continued on from there. So it was just a bad match. It was just, we had a bad match. It happens. But the guy was going to the extent of just, he kept typing and typing and typing to the point where he was more focused on typing than playing the game.
Exactly.
And I'm sitting here in my head whenever I was, like, arguing with the dude. I'm like, why am I having this stupid conversation? So I just quit and I turned off the chat.
Yeah, in
I told
PvP
him,
scenarios, I always
I
try to
told
have
him,
the chat turned off.
I told him, you need to, I'm like, dude, you need to chill. And you need to go, like, just go play a different game. Because obviously you don't obviously you do not understand Battlefield. He's like, no, I perfectly understand Battlefield. I'm like, no, you don't.
I
Like,
can tell you right now, they're probably a COD.
oh, I can very much tell.
refugee.
I can very much tell there was a Call of Duty refugee. Trust me, I could pretty much tell. I know a COD refugee whenever I see one. And don't get me wrong,
You're
like,
technically one.
I am technically
Well,
one.
Technically.
Technically. And don't get me wrong, I like it whenever a COD refugee does come over the battlefield and they want to learn how Battlefield works. Every squad is a team of 4. Regardless of what that squad is made up of entire engineers, supports, recons, assaults, a mix, whatever. You are focused on team play, not your KD. I could get in Battlefield, I can give 2 shits less about your KD. I want to know, are you a good recon? Are you a good support? Are you a good engineer? Are you a good assault?
Doing your part.
Are you doing your part? Are you doing
Even
the
if you're doing your part
job?
badly, as long as you're doing
Oh,
your
yeah.
job, as long as you know what your job is and you're doing it,
Oh yeah.
no one gives a fuck.
Like
Again, look at me. I liked engineer because he explosive and he tank.
Yeah.
But I'm just better as a support because I'm just better at assisting. I'm not
you
good
are.
at combat.
And
Like I tried recon. I'm not good at snipers because I'm just have that bad of aim.
you gotta train yourself.
Yeah.
And it's a learning process, trust me.
Yeah,
But yeah, it's like assaults are front line and center. You are assault. You are trying to get to the objectives before everybody else catches up. Engineers are destroying enemy vehicles and tanks, whether in repairing ours. Supports are keeping our team alive and making sure they got ammo. Recons are scouting the area, shooting people from afar. Sometimes they're shooting, and sometimes they can be around engineers or supports if they got a DMR or a carbine rifle to help. And the whole thing of it is like they're like recons are more than just reconnaissance. They help a lot. They have tugs. They have C4 to help take out enemy vehicles if the engineers are not able to. They have a recon drone that can fly overhead, spot enemies, and actually take out enemy traps and landmines with an electromagnetic pulse that actually doesn't disable them but blows them up and destroys them. Recons play such a big role in Battlefield, and I kind of wish more people would realize that recons play such a bigger role. But they don't. They blame the recon, because to them, it's easier to blame the recon than to blame themselves for sitting there and worrying about texting in the chat.
Exactly.
I'm like, I don't care. I'm having fun. And that's another thing is I'm gonna regret saying this because I'm not a very competitive gamer. I'm not. Most people, I mean, if you see me before I started my podcast on my streams and everything, you've seen me do stuff to where it looked like I was a very competitive gamer. I'm not. I'm a very chill person.
Yeah.
The only time I ever got competitive was with Fortnite, and back in the day, whenever I played COD still, before all this other crap just started going down, I was competitive. I was like, I like the game, but it's like I got away from that. I started playing Borderlands again. I started to go back to Battlefield. Aura has even got me into some games.
Yeah.
I started playing survival games again. I started playing games that I enjoyed over games that are going to make me mad. I hate being a competitive person. I don't want to be a competitive person. I never want to be competitive. I want to play the game to have fun.
Exactly.
But not Borderlands. Battlefield. If you're on my team and you are inadvertently screwing us over, or as a matter of fact, I ran into a rare breed of support, or aka medic, which Aura hasn't ever experienced this, and Aura, hope to God you don't experience this. Aura, I'm gonna ask you a question. Do you know what a revive troll is?
I'm gonna take a swing here and just say it's someone who will start a revive and then stop revive. Start, stop, start,
Yes.
stop, start, stop.
Yes. I ran into one the other night.
Oh no.
He would not let me respawn. And we was neck and neck with the team, and all we had to do was just catch one more objective. And I was trying to respawn so I can spawn on my squad mates. And that one dude costed us the whole game. Because he wanted to sit there and just start, stop. And I'm like, bro.
So what I'm hearing is you had like a 13-year-old.
I had a troll in the game.
Yeah.
That's what happened.
Most trolls are like 13.
Like, I'm screwing you over. I'm like, no, you ain't screwing me over. You're screwing the whole team over.
Yeah, and I hope you get banned.
And that brings up to the point of there's more than just trolls. Again, don't think Aura has experienced this. There are people that, unless you're a mobile AA, gonna say this now, unless you are mobile AA, you're not getting scrutinized for this. Mobile AA, you get a pass. Because you're supposed to be back here, not up here.
Yeah. Oh, I know exactly. People who are just hogging their vehicles in in a quote-unquote safe space, but they're just hiding with them, doing nothing.
Doing nothing.
Or people
shooting,
that just sit around doing nothing, waiting for a vehicle to spawn.
Shooting from afar.
With a weapon that's not built for with a vehicle that's not built for far range.
Nope. Shooting from afar, trying to shoot at helicopters and everything else that they know they can't hit. Infantry, which, I mean, infantry is fine because they do.
They're trying to hit like a tiny target. That's
not like if it's not. So I actually learned this about the shells. If the person is close up to that tank, not like real close, but it's in the range, because in Battlefield there is damage drop off. With a tank it shouldn't exist, but it does.
With any rocket propelled object it really shouldn't.
Yeah. It does. So if the target is, let's say we're playing Scorched Earth, which is Operation Firestorm. Somebody is over here at Echo, and Delta is down the way, because Delta I have a perfect view of Delta, unless it's a guided rocket, because you can guide that thing. If a tank shell would shoot me, I am a minuscule target from Delta all the way to here. Now, he may be able to nail me right there in the face, but if he goes slightly behind me, it's not going to kill me. It's just damage drop off. It's within a certain range. Now, tanks shouldn't have that, in my opinion. Tanks shouldn't have that. It's a tank shell. It's a big ass bullet. But I've had scenes where, not only on the enemy side, but on my side, of the game is that our tanks would be sitting in the back, not doing a damn thing. Just shooting enemies from afar, not really doing nothing. Now, I will say the not the main battle tanks, but the infantry fighting vehicle, or the IFVs, or the Bradleys, as I like to call them, because that's what they are, is the Bradley. They are made to fight infantry. They can stay back a tiny bit, but not too much, because they can actually help take out air targets as well, if equipped with the right equipment. They can take out the air targets. They can also help take out tanks, if equipped with the right equipment. But they mainly are for infantry. They're a transport vehicle. That's what they are. And it's just, people are trying to compare having a Bradley versus a main battle tank. Yes, the main battle tank is very powerful. It has a fuck ton of armor on the front, because the weakest armor is on the sides, the top, and the back. That's where the weakest armor is.
Usually that's not where the tank is facing.
Yeah.
Usually the tank is receiving fire from
the front.
From the front, because it's pushing.
Yeah. So, with the main battle tanks, I can't see there being damage fall off unless a certain shell is loaded. If that certain shell is a heat shell or something, then yeah, it shouldn't really be doing that much damage to infantry. Now, hemp shells, which is high explosive multi-purpose, will actually kill you if it gets near you, because that's a high explosive round. It's supposed to be explosive. I have gotten killed by hemp shells from very far away, and it's stupid, because that tank shell will land like, I'm gonna say, about, I'm gonna give it a good 5 or 6 feet from where my current position is, like on the same ground, of course. I'm not saying, you know, up above or down below. And I'd fucking die, because it's a hemp shell. It's a high explosive multi-purpose shell. It's supposed to be used that way.
It's supposed to go make big boom.
It's supposed to be used against infantry and lightly armored vehicles. Not very useful against armored vehicles, such as tanks. Then there's high explosive anti-tank. Yes, it can penetrate light armored vehicles and blow them up. However, it does less damage against infantry, because it's made to take care of armored targets, not a tiny man sitting there waving his gun at you. Unless you hit him directly. And go ahead, be my guess, if you got that accuracy. And that's just, I mean, that's just basic tank, that's just basic tank stuff. But that's all that. Or you're learning something new today.
I am.
And you'd love it. Anyway, another thing I want to talk about, that I wanted to talk about last week, but didn't, is some people may not know this unless you do follow gaming news on some other stuff. Steam had successfully won against Rothschild for suing. And you would not... Oh yeah, we all knew it was going to happen. Like, you challenged Steam, like, you... Bro...
Especially with such a bad argument as that.
Oh yeah. So, there was three... There was three lawsuits, and 2 of them got dropped, and then one of them actually, like, Steam just said, okay, okay, fuck you, pretty much.
I have no idea.
So, Rothschild is a patent troll. For some people that don't know who a patent troll, like, what a patent troll is that they basically go purchase patents, and then say a company breaks that patent. They will send a patent infringement, and they say, you have to pay us $100, and it's low. And patent trolls actually cost American companies, well, not only American companies, but cost companies about $2.1 billion a year in patent trolling, and that's a lot. So, but they send a patent infringement, and they ask for a minimum of $100. Or what do you think they're going to do? Like, what do you think the company's going?
In court? I don't know.
No. So the company don't want to deal with it in court, so they just go ahead and pay the $100 because it's such a minimum fee.
Yeah.
So they just like, okay, we'll pay the 100, shrug it off, whatever. And that's what's costing these companies so much money. And then they figure out like, oh, it's working, and then they start going more and more and more and more after them each and every time they break a patent. And it's dumb. Oh my god, it's so dumb. But they went after Steam, and it wasn't about the third thing. It was about the Steam Deck at first, which is crazy. But Steam had signed a patent that Rothschild had signed also to not go after the Steam Deck or Steam for any type of stupid, pretty much any type of stupid crap, because they had their own patent for the Steam Deck. So after they were like, you know, hey, we're gonna drop it, and it's just like, haha, you know, hey, we tried to do the thing, but you know, it's all good now. It was just something funny. No, Steam got tired of it after the third time, because they didn't go after the Steam Deck. They went after Steam themselves. They went after Valve. Which like,
for them being a quote unquote monopoly of
yes
games. Meanwhile, they're just a fucking,
they're a game, they're a launcher, a library, and the thing is, they said, well, Steam is a monopoly because they take 40% of revenue
30%.
from, oh, okay, 30%, my bad. 30% of revenue on games that are purchased on Steam, and Steam is telling their users and incentivizing them to buy DLC on Steam. And
they're not incentivizing, requiring that you
oh yeah.
you have to have the DLC for the game that you bought on Steam on Steam. Because if you were to get DLC for,
let's say you were
on Xbox or PlayStation or Switch,
you should be able to have it regardless.
Yeah, meanwhile, that's not how it works anywhere.
No. Well, some games do. Not all, but some. Because some games are DLC is tied to your account, not...
Yeah, but... Yeah, that's a whole other story.
That's a whole other story.
Situation, though.
But... Excuse me. But yes, what Aura literally quite explained exponentially. Thank you for that.
Yeah.
And they also said they are like telling their users, you have to only buy from Steam. Steam did not take that lightly at all. Did not take it lightly. I said likely the first time, didn't I?
I don't know.
I don't know either. But yeah, Steam didn't take it lightly. Not at all. So they went after Rothschild. And they said, you know, hey, we're going to come down and we're going to talk to you. Like, sent through an email saying, hey, we're going to come down and talk to you. Well, what Rothschild didn't suspect was that Steam sent a suing letter to Rothschild for trying to sue them. And Rothschild tried to take them to court for saying that they didn't say in the email that they were going to sue us. They said they wanted to talk. And the court said, yeah, but they still can sue you. That doesn't mean they're not going to. They never said anything about that in that email. So in a sense, so Rothschild had spent so much money on making these fake LLCs to go after Steam every single time. And in the end, I'm going to say that he's probably going to owe Valve a whole lot of money. Also, Grave, thank you for subscribing.
Hello. Great.
But yeah, it's crazy what Steam had to go through. And honestly, God, good on them, because it makes it to where it's like, hey, patent trolls are real, they exist, and they need to go away.
Yeah.
I think they need to also, because it's just destroying the gaming community as it is.
Yeah. Like, honestly, I would say Nintendo falls under that category at this point.
Nintendo falls under that category, but I was actually talking to some people where I work about something. Is that you know the fair use law, right?
Yeah, more or less.
Yeah. So a Pokemon fan game that I'm pretty sure Nintendo knows of but can't do nothing against is Pokemon Infinite Fusion. Something me and Aura have been playing lately. And it's
non-profit.
It's non-profit. So the reason why Nintendo was actually able to go after emulators, and only some emulators, is that they didn't have the original stuff to use it. So like with ROMs and everything. So say you have a music CD, right? And you want to make a backup copy in case you lose it. That falls under fair use because it's your backup copy. In a sense, somebody can take a ROM, make a copy of it, and if they want to redesign the game or make their own custom experience out of it and let others play it for non-profit purposes, it's still considered under fair use. Now, a lot of emulators were not like that. One of the emulators that I actually have purchased, which is Drastic Emulator, was one of the emulators that did get targeted because it didn't fall under fair use, in a sense. It was weird how it worked. I can't remember what I read about it, but it fell on it was kind of it was in a gray area. I think you can still find Drastic Emulator, but it's, I don't know. Nintendo also went after some emulation sites, not all, but some. And one of the emulation sites that I use for like getting old Pokemon games on my phone to just sit there and play was not targeted because it was a non-profit thing. People just posted it on there. Like, you can play old Silver and old Gold, or Heart Gold and Soul Silver and all that. And again, non-profit, Nintendo can't touch it.
Yeah.
But there were emulation sites that were making you pay to play the freaking games.
Yeah,
that got targeted by Nintendo because Nintendo did not like that. Now, I will say the one dick move that Nintendo did pull was Gary's Mod with all the Nintendo content. Because that kind of was a dick move.
Meanwhile, there's still Nintendo content because
Meanwhile, there's still
realistically, they can't do
Nintendo
shit.
content because and
People will just re-upload it because
yeah, and
Nintendo
Valve
can't do
has
shit.
and Valve has already tried to not only get rid of it but also ask us to delete it. Nobody listened.
For rightful reasons.
And I mean, I think Valve, I'm not saying if they I'm not saying if Valve has actually talked to Nintendo. I think Valve was just literally like, you can't stop them. You can try, but you really can't.
Yeah.
Like, I bet you money right now, not actual money, but you know what I mean. I bet you I can go to Gary's Mod and go to the workshop and type in Mario and still be able to find stuff.
Yeah, I mean, I literally sent you because we
Yeah,
wanted
like
to-
N64's Super Mario Brothers player models, Waluigi Pinball Mario Sports Mix. Like, I'm still able to find Nintendo content on here. And it's like, you can't.
One big thing is like I said, because if we were to play when we play Garry's Mod and shit like
Yeah.
Prop Hunt specifically, I
Hmm.
want us to use custom player models for one more of the hunters and stuff.
If
so
we can figure out how to use them, which I think Oni is on
Oni
that.
has figured out. We gotta actually talk to Grave and Oni about
Yeah.
setting up a time to do that because I really want to play more.
Not today, because I think Grave is going to be busy later. Also, Grave, I did see your comment. Steam versus Rothschild. Oh no, Valve having a monopoly over games. Looks at Epic, Xbox, PlayStation, and other big game devs.
Literally. Looks at Nintendo.
Looks at Nintendo, looks at Ubisoft, because them idiots decided...
They're trying to monopolize
Oh yeah.
everything.
Oh, they made Skull and Bones, the first quadruple A game.
Which was probably
a failure.
It was an absolute fail.
And then they got rid of... They shut the service down for The Crew or something and said, yeah, you don't own your games.
Yeah, and that was the last straw. Like Ubisoft,
Oh, yeah.
like
And then
Ubisoft's,
they backtracked off of that. And they also backtracked off the first statement that I said. And then they went and said, microtransactions make games fun. And I'm like, you are delusional.
Oh my god. Their market cap has decreased by...
Oh yeah, Ubisoft's stock market has plummeted.
It's like less than $1.
Yes, it's less than $1.
Oh, it climbed up back to it climbed up very slightly somehow.
It's not going to stay like that.
Oh yeah, no, it is not.
So I'm just going to say this: if you invested stocks into Ubisoft, you made a mistake.
Their stock is like as low as it was when their first ever like registered stock price. It's as low as that. Which is
and that's sad. And that's sad.
Yeah.
The guys that make Assassin's Creed
made Assassin's Creed.
Yeah.
Okay, looking at it now, it looks like their stock is like their stock is like twice the amount of their initial stock price, which is like 1996, 2.58. February 18th, 2026, 4.27. Holy fuck. The plummet. It is just a fucking...
The plummet. And I'm like... And the thing is...
why is that not happening in Nintendo? Let's be honest.
Jesus Christ, you and Nintendo. Fucking... Why don't you just go kiss each other already?
No! I fucking hate Nintendo!
I know you do.
That's the problem. Here's the thing I was actually thinking of...
And I'm gonna say this for everybody in the podcast that needs to know this. Hold on. Everybody in the podcast that needs to know this. Aura has a absolute hate towards Nintendo, and I swear to God, if anybody gets him on Nintendo's fucking verdict, this man would go on for 6 full hours railing Nintendo and everything that they do, and it's funny as fuck sometimes, but sometimes it does get annoying.
One thing I would do is if I had creative decision in like Pokemon, I would literally be like, all right, so we all love Raichu X, Mega Raichu X, and Mega Raichu Y, right? No, because their designs are poorly thought out.
Here's my question. Here's my question. Because I know we got Mega Raichu X and Y, right?
Yes.
Okay, so the new Mega variant that we got was Z.
Mega Z, yes.
Why not give him a Z variant instead of just X and Y? That doesn't it didn't make sense. It didn't make sense. It's like it's ZA.
Here's what I would do. What I would have done was what I would do is, well, unfortunately, I don't have the power to get rid of them, but I can rectify it.
Yeah.
So introducing Mega Raichu Z.
Retcon.
Pulled straight from the beta design of Gorochu, Pikachu's initial final evolution. That's what I would do.
Because Pikachu was supposed to be the base form.
And we'll go to Raichu, and then we'll go to Gorochu.
Yeah.
Which should have been Mega Raichu. I would also bring back some baby Pokemon designs, such as the baby form of Meowth, which would probably be obtained by breeding Meowth or Persian while holding an amulet coin. That's the kind of shit I would do.
In the future, new story. Ubisoft being too broke to make anything or to hire people is now gone. Everyone that day that happens. Finally!
So I'm gonna hold on. I'm actually looking at Nintendo stock right now.
Yeah.
Going from like, let's see, like 13,445 from last year. Dropped like 5,000. Dropped 5,000 yen.
Youch.
From February 19th, 2026.
Youch. That sucks.
A fucking drop.
That is a drop.
Of a drop. That is a deserved drop.
Now, Grave, if you don't know, and this is also news in the air that I figured out. Ubisoft actually laid off 2 of their studios completely. I can't remember which ones there were, but they laid them off, and I'm like, y'all are already losing stocks, and your stock is not even worth a fucking penny. In a sense, and it's like, why are you laying people off?
Because their stocks are so bad, and they're literally
they're losing money.
They're the studio of bad decisions.
I've experienced that first, and when I've been in some of the VCs, he can really get going just from a simple Nintendo statement. Oh no, yeah, I know. Oh, yeah, and I'm one of the many people that has to tell him to stop and breathe.
And the thing is, I am breathing while I'm going through that.
He is breathing while going through that, but it's like, and this may happen a lot with the podcast. Is like sometimes I'll repeat myself, sometimes Aura will. Is that we catch each other.
Yeah.
It's like you've already said that about 10,000 times. We get it.
Yeah. So shut the fuck up.
Aura's very bad about it, especially around Nintendo. But yeah, stocks and everything for Ubisoft, and I didn't even know Nintendo freaking plummeted.
Yeah, no, I was just like on a whim, decided between like just like the span of like 4 months, it dropped by like a decent margin.
I mean, I think out of everything we talked about for this entire hour, I feel like we covered a lot, actually. Do you got any ideas or anything kind of?
Well, one thing I want to say is, Forgive Me Father, a Doom-like game.
Yes. I've got to wishlist that game, actually.
Has a bundle on sale right now until the 24th.
Yeah, and the game is literally called Forgive Me Father.
Yeah.
It's not. It's not what
It's
you
not
think
a.
it is. It's not. It's not.
The
Forgive
gameplay
me,
is
Father,
very
for I
Doom.
have sinned. It's quite
The gameplay
legitimately.
is
Forgive me,
very
Father.
Doom-like. Yeah. Yeah. Very
Oh, I
very
can't.
unique.
Can I not wishlist a bundle? Is that not a thing?
Honestly, if you can, just buy the bundle.
Okay, well, here, I'll just put them both on my wish list and we'll go from
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
But anyway, in other sort of news, indie games, especially one certain indie game called Iron Lung that Markiplier had made a movie about,
Which I want to see.
blew up the blew up box office. It got
Yeah, like,
so
it was
bad
the
where
highest
he
grossing
was bragging about being above Sam Raimi or something, I think. And the next day they removed him from the box office chart because that
Here's the thing.
movie was making too much money.
Here's the wonderful thing. Here's the funny thing. So apparently, some theater workers
Hmm.
apparently were partially hoping.
Oh yeah,
for a
they were
non-exact
expecting a Minecraft
sequel.
level
Yeah,
of
Minecraft movie level, like just
oh yeah,
destruction.
but everybody that came in there was
Everyone was
nice and very
nice,
polite.
because Markiplier garnered a very good community.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. He garnered a very good community, and it's like good. Like I'm a long-time fan of Markiplier, and I want to go see Iron Lung. And I don't usually watch scary films,
I definitely.
but this is one of the ones I do want to watch. He also did break the record for the most fake blood used in a horror film.
So much so that he ended up going to the hospital for it.
He ended up going to the hospital, but then he returned to do more shooting for the film. This man turned a passion project into a movie, and he proved that indie movies can exist and they can succeed.
Yeah.
And Hollywood doesn't want people to know that.
Yeah, because they want a monopoly. Running theme here. But no, one other thing is, people are like shitting on Markiplier for oh, he's starring in his own film. How nihilistic or whatever can you be? It's like, motherfucker, do you know how hard it is to not only write, direct, and star in your
he wrote the film, he directed the film, he acted as the main character in the film.
Starred in the film. He had to do all three.
Oh,
That's not easy.
That's not, and this man trusted his life savings on this movie, and he did not know. He did not know it was going to blow up. He did not know it was going to blow up like it did. Like he made it.
He didn't expect it to be in so many theaters.
As a matter of fact, you want to know? Yeah, you want to know something? He planned for it to only be in his hometown, but whenever everybody caught wind of it, they started calling theaters, and yes, you can do this. They started calling theaters and requesting his movie to be played at the theater. The theater up in Henderson, where I live, has Iron Lung in theaters. And that man made a video of every single theater, not only in his hometown, but across some of the more states, was that the man cried. Like, he genuinely shed tears, but they weren't like bad tears, they were happy tears.
Okay, go fuck yourself, Rotten Tomatoes. And
Metacritic
and IMDb.
They don't listen to them. Don't ever listen to them.
Meanwhile, the Google reviews 97% like this movie. Gee, I wonder what
Oh yeah. What Graves said, we can't have this independent YouTuber show us up. Take him off that top 5 charts for indefinitely. Some Hollywood snark that thinks he knows what's best for movies and what when he doesn't at all. Quite literally. This is why, and I'm like, I like Mark's projects. I've watched some of his stuff. I've watched
very excited
I've
to get back
actually,
into.
yeah, I've actually watched, getting ready
I've watched
to
it
start
through.
watching a Heist with Markiplier and In Space with
I've watched that.
Markiplier.
It's great. I've watched those. They're
Oh yeah,
amazing.
and as a matter
Like
of
I
fact,
watched them
whenever he
when I
was,
was young.
as a matter of fact, when I think whenever he was making In Space with Markiplier or something, and that was whenever YouTube Red was around before it switched to
Yeah.
Premium. YouTube was contacting Mark's agents, okay, and said, "You have got to get control of Mark." And his agents literally told YouTube, "Have you even met him?
No one can
You
control him.
cannot, you can't control him."
He controls you. He controls the world.
Oh yeah.
Seriously, please.
Again, he is a man of
With a
just
passion.
with a
He's a man
passion
of
and
passion.
everything, and I love it. He's also a man that owns 5 ovens.
I love that bit.
For
I own 5 ovens,
I am
but
a
he doesn't fucking
man.
use them.
I am a man that owns 5 ovens.
No, I love this. Like, I own 4 ovens. I own 5 ovens. Like, he had to fucking correct himself.
Yeah, because one of them didn't look like an oven, and then he
Yeah.
discovered it was an
I
oven.
think he had like a microwave oven in there too.
Yeah.
Like, goddamn.
I'm like, goddamn, dude, how much ovens do you need? But this man garnered a community. He built a community for what he wanted.
Yeah.
And I want to see more. I want to see more. I want to see Mark. Honest to God, like I want to see him make more movies.
Yeah.
And I'm hoping with the next Five Nights at Freddy's 3, in Five Nights at Freddy's 3, if he shows up, I'm not saying he has to, but if he does, that would be awesome. Because fun fact about this, Mark was actually supposed to be in the first movie. He was supposed to be the guy that was running from Foxy before getting killed.
But
Due to but due to Iron Lung, and he explained it, he was supposed to be there, but Iron Lung and the shooting for Five Nights at Freddy's were around the same times. He wasn't able to make it, and he focused on his own film.
His own passive.
Yeah, and you want to know something? You want to know something? Scott Cawthon, the creator of Five Nights at Freddy's, Mark gave him, I think Mark gave him a personalized, like, special ticket for him to go see Iron Lung, or maybe he purchased one. But the guy that made Five Nights at Freddy's went to go see Mark's movie. And Mark did, and here's the thing, Mark didn't go through a studio. He didn't go through Blumhouse. He didn't go through nobody. He did this by himself. And with a few others, of course.
Yeah.
But he did this by himself. And it's amazing. And and I'm just gonna say this because we are gonna kind of end it off right here.
Hold on.
What are you holding?
One other thing I want to bring up.
What other thing?
They had a big update. They had a major update.
Oh, well, no, we're talking. We'll talk about that afterwards. We're gonna end off with this. If you have a passion for something, if you have a dream, don't give up on it. Mark clearly did not give up on Iron Lung, and it paid off.
Yep.
So, oh, I seen that earlier. I'm sorry. We're gonna have to talk about this in next episode. Well, actually, no. We'll go ahead and talk about it a little bit right now. Tubi TV, a free like TV software that lets you watch like old movies and old TV shows with ads, of course, but I'd rather deal with that. I'd rather deal with ads as it is because it's like watching normal TV. They added old cartoons from the past, so like the Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy, yeah, Codename Kids Next Door. I think like the Imaginary Friends thing like shows on there also.
For Imaginary Friends.
Yeah, Father's Home for Imaginary Friends. I think Courage the Cowardly Dog might also be on there. Hey Arnold and a bunch of other shows got put on there on Tubi TV, and I think that's amazing. Like, I honestly think that's amazing. It's like, hey, you can go back and watch all these old TV shows again and relive your childhood. And Scooby-Doo. And Justice League. Okay. Grave is sitting here telling us all about this.
Nice.
But yeah, so if you like old TV shows or you want to go explore some old movies that you don't or whatever and you don't want to pay for them or something, go to Tubi TV. It's completely free with ads. But it's like you watching normal TV. It's not going to be like, oh, you only get to watch 5 minutes and then an ad break. No, it lets you, like, I've watched a movie on there. It got like, I think there was an ad like every maybe like 25 30ish minutes or something. But the ad breaks play. So like on one of the TV shows which I've really hated got removed was Fluffy's Food Adventures. I found out a lot of stuff. I found out a lot of places that actually existed that I didn't know exist. I watched that a lot, and the commercials would actually play when commercials were supposed to go on, which I think is awesome. Of course, they do have to remove shows off there for reasons, or they may have lost a contract with them or something. I don't know. But yeah, so Tubi TV, if y'all want to go watch old movies, old TV shows, or whatever you want to find that you could find on regular television, just go on there, look it up. It's like using Netflix, but without having to pay Netflix. Yeah. Or Hulu. Yeah. Just have to deal with ads, and that's it. But I'm willing to deal with the ads if you let me watch my TV show. Anyways, so, I don't got anything else to say, Aura? Think you're good for now?
Other than Lort got an update.
Yep. We're going to talk about that. Not on podcast, but once we get off. So yeah, that's the end of the podcast today, guys. Thanks for coming out, and yeah, and we'll see you in 2 weeks, because I think I mean, like Aura said, the episodes are probably going to be released every other week now, which I probably got to update the description of that in Spotify. So yeah, instead of every week, it's every other week. So every other Wednesday there will be a new episode. I think I will probably use the next Wednesday maybe to add on a stream day, or maybe a recording day. I don't know. I have to figure some stuff out. Anyway. Yeah. Y'all have a great night. Thanks for coming out to the podcast like always. Again, y'all got any, if you're in my Discord server, if y'all have any suggestions of what to talk about in the podcast, or y'all want to say something that's like, you know, hey, this seems like interesting stuff, let me or Aura know, and we will research into it, and we will come on here and talk about it.
Exactly,
yeah. Yeah. I mean, we're here to kind of just chill and talk about stuff. That's what we're here for. So, we're going to sign off here for today.